Let's talk business. One of the questions most entrepreneurs or business people grapple with is whether they need insurance. And even if they need insurance, how do they decide what insurance they have? If you ask me, I'll say yes, you need insurance. What I say is that if it is important to you, you need to protect it. What's important in your business? You have people, you have your assets, and eventually the money you make, you also need to protect it. How do you protect your people? There are different policies we have for your people. The first insurance that you need to take for your people is WIBA, which is Work Injury Benefit Act. This insurance is required by the government of Kenya by employers to give their employees to cover them against injury in the course of duty. The cover usually has 4 sections. There's death, where in case employee passes in the course of duty, the family will be paid the benefit. We have permanent disability. This is if you lose a part of your body in the course of duty, you'll be compensated for that loss. We have temporary disability. This is where if you're hospitalized because you've lost a certain part of your body, you'll be paid for the days you're not at work. And eventually the final benefit is a medical expense, which pays your medical bill following that hospitalization from the injury in the course of duty. The other cover that is for people is health insurance, or what people call medical insurance. Now, people think this cover is pretty expensive, and so it's the last thing you want to think about, especially if you're starting business. But I'll say this, we have different categories of insurance. You can buy low-cost medical cover, which basically means that there are restricted hospitals you can visit. And then we have the standard medical. Depending on your budget, then you'll be able to buy cover that now opens the list of hospitals that your people can visit. So once you've covered your people for medical and WIBA, you can now think about your assets. So what's your assets? You're in business. Some of the assets you have is your laptop, it's your cell phone. If you're a photographer, it's your camera. All these are assets for your business, and they're important. If something happens to these assets that you work with, your tool of trade, then your business is paralyzed. Again, I say you need to ensure that which is important, because you don't have it, then you're not able to work. So what insurance can you do for these assets? If you're a one-man show, let's say a sole proprietor, you only have your camera, you might ask yourself, what am I going to do with this? So there are 2 ways of insuring it. If you have an office, you can put it under office insurance. If you're in a shared space or you don't have an office, maybe you can put it in domestic package insurance. This is where you insure your household content and include your laptop and your cell phones and your camera. So domestic package for people who are not in the office, you can put your asset there. Office insurance if you have an office space. And then the other assets that you want to insure is probably your money. This can also be covered under office insurance. So office insurance has different sections. There's money insurance, there's fidelity guarantee, which is where you insure yourself against theft by employee. We hope that you have good employee, but should you lose anything in the course of work, you can have cover for that. We call it fidelity guarantee. And finally, you have insured your people, you've insured your assets. The other thing you want to insure is put aside money for your future. We call it leaving a legacy for your people, or setting aside money for retirement. Setting aside money for retirement, what you're referring to here is pension. You can take pension with different insurance companies. You sit down with them and they tailor-make for you a product that is in line with what you're looking at. Then we also have passing on a legacy. In this case, we're not talking about leaving an estate and all that. It's just taking life insurance that protects your life because you're the breadwinner. If anything happens, then your next of kin are not left wondering how to go about it. So, in conclusion, do we need insurance? Yes, we do. How do I know what insurance I need? Talk to us. We'll be able to work with you and show you what cover you need and within your budget. Thank you.